Afternoon YouTube, hope everyone's good. Now I'm going to put out two premieres later on tonight around the constitutional movement, which is by far, do you know what I mean, the most important movement out of all of them, because it holds our lawful solutions to the problems which all the other movements recognise as genuine problems that we need to deal with. Mainly holding our treasonous government to account. Now, as of recent, the attention from that particular movement seems to be going to the well-known prolific scammer Graham Moore, or Graham Rip Your Granny Off Moore, as he is more well known. Now, I was in the Pendragons, where people will know Graham Moore from, realistically. Other than that, they'll only know him for his history in fraud and stuff like that. Now, during the time of the Pendragons, Graham Moore was continuously putting the begging bowl out for judicial reviews. Don't ask me how many, I lost count. Now, a judicial review costs on average minimum, say 50 grand, upwards to maybe 150,000. Now, Graham Moore never put a single one in. He was just constantly collecting for them. Now, certain people have been advocating for Graham Moore. Now, I get it. It's just a lack of knowledge, let's say. Not everyone's aware of these things. But I am. I've seen it with my own eyes. Now, more recently, you've had Graham Moore jump on the Liam Tough show, and again, Liam Toughs won't have a clue, won't have any knowledge in that field, if you like. So I'm not knocking anybody that's like pushing him, because if you don't know, then you don't fucking know, do you? Now, I'm trying to fill in the gaps for people. My intention is for people not to waste their time in people that are just bad pennies, do you know what I mean? Now, more recently, you've had, because it's one of them, innit? When everyone's chucking that name around as a lawful solution, people become more trustworthy of these people and whatever. When they're seen on big shows and whatnot, people think, oh well, that sounds good. Now, don't get me wrong, Graham Moore knows enough knowledge to I wouldn't say to make a difference, but definitely enough to blag the shit out of general people that are not clued up about these things. During the time of the Pendragons, Nathan Kirkton, now known as Lawful Rebel, and Gary Clark, now known as Black Country Patriot, was forever having to correct Graham Moore because he was getting things wrong. Now, when you're dealing with aspects of the law, every letter of every word makes the difference. Now, like I say, Graham was forever having to be corrected along the way by Nathan Kirkton and by Gary Clark. Now, when Graham Moore was attacking the veterans and doing all this fucked up shit and scamming people and ripping people off left, right and centre, it sort of destroyed the Dragons. He was being given everything. He was being given money, hand over fist. He was given vehicles, car, motorcycle, you name it, he was given it. Now, that would be all good and well if his intentions was to actually save the country. Not so good when his intentions are just to fill his pockets and fuck off to America. Now, I am aware that Graham has got, I'd say, an extensive team behind him. Now, the intentions of those team members may well be good. Like I say, when he was in the Pendragons, a lot of people thought the sun shined out of his arse and put a lot of trust and time into him. Now, we seen the collapse of the Pendragons, we seen what happened. Some of us, like myself, had to sort of clear up the mess that Graham left. The victims of Graham Moore, do you know what I mean? Like I say, it destroyed the Dragons. Now, in the mix of it all, I said to the purest parts of the Pendragons, Nathan Kirkton and Gary Clark, you should maybe set up your own thing. This is gonna collapse or whatever. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna work out for anyone, and the branding of it is already destroyed. He was running about calling himself Daddy Dragon, for fuck's sake. How creepy is that? Cringy. Now, more recently, you've had Based Aimer, because Jupiter was pushing this prolific known scammer as if he was like helpful to dealing with the problems. Now, the difference is between people that know and people that don't know. Jupiter knew full well, and she's known full well for a matter of years, that Graham ripped your granny off more is nothing but the prolific scammer. So she knows full well what he's about, but she was happy to push him anyway. Now, credit to Base Luke, and I think it was Dell as well. Could be wrong, but I know Base Luke made the initial contact for Based Aimer to jump on the live stream of Jupiter's. Now, Based Aimer told her very clearly all the different flavour cunts that, all the different flavour shit cunts that Graham Moore is, and explained loads of stuff, that he collected all this money on behalf of her, left her to it to fight her own lawful battle out or whatever, and she ended up in prison, as most people know. When she came out, still nothing. It was like she'd aggravated him by even daring to ask, you know, where did all the money go? And she was kind of attacked for that. Now, some people are aware, some people are not. Graham Moore, Robin Tilbrook was collecting money. I think there was about £150,000 last time. Last time I remember there being a figure around it is around that. That money also fell down the back of the couch, disappeared. Now, apparently he's collecting more money for some other madness or whatever. I think last time I heard it was about 36 grand, and he was going on another video, which I can maybe tag to this video, where he's saying that he needs another £110,000. It's just money with Graham Moore, and you will never get a result from it. You will never see anything come out of what he's promised, and then he'll just disappear for a little bit and go do something else and hope all of yous forget. Now, CMW, on the other hand, are the people that performed the citizen's arrest on Sadiq Khan, Keir Starmer, at the Fabian Society. There was a couple of other people, but they're the most relevant ones. Now, charges including misfeasance in office, treason. There was a big long list of evidence and charges. Now, credit where due to the police. They actually did their job. They looked through the evidence. They gathered that there was enough evidence. They sent it forward to the CPS, and the CPS kicked it out saying, oh, it's not in the public interest. Now, they would do that when Keir Starmer at the time was head of CPS. Obviously, it's not in his interest to prosecute himself, is it? So, now, I am aware that people are trying to do some stuff to get Keir Starmer and whatnot arrested for certain things. Now, all these things consolidated with the right people around it can actually make a big difference at this moment in time. I think when the Pendragons did it, it was a little bit premature. A lot of people didn't even seem to know who Keir Starmer was at the time. Now, when it is a little premature and people are unaware of what Keir Starmer would rise to become, then you can understand. Do you know what I mean? It seemed to be, it didn't get the numbers that it needed. Basically, the high-profile patriots, despite ringing the alarm for many years, decided that they weren't actually going to weren't going to shine a light onto the situation and help hold these treasonous bastards to account. Draw your own conclusions as to why that would be. I have. Totally lost track of where I've gone now. The neighbours are fucking speaking to me. So, yeah, regardless, I'm going to put 2 premieres out tonight. For the trolls, yeah, just jog on and go and do something else. It won't interest you in the slightest. It will be boring. For those that are actually interested in bringing the government to account, holding them treasonous bastards to account, it will be up your street. Now, the guest that came on to CMW and backs him fully is Godfrey Bloom. For those that don't know who Godfrey Bloom is, go and Google it. To get the backing from Godfrey Bloom speaks volumes, realistically. Now, you will not see Graham Moore being backed by anybody like that. The only people that will back Graham Moore is people that don't really know. They're just sort of being led by the likes of Graham Moore into believing whatever he tells them. By all means, do you know what I mean? Check these things out for yourself. Fact check these things for yourself. So yeah, around, let me see, 7 o'clock, and then maybe 8 o'clock. I think they're about an hour a piece or something. So yeah, like I say, if your intentions are good and you want to bring down the movement, you want to bring down the movement of the Fabian Society, the government as a whole, all these treasonous bastards and whatever, then it will be up your street. Other than that, yeah, go on a drama channel or something and do that. I did say several months ago or whatever that I would only be applying myself to things of worth, and yeah, I think I need to focus more on that realistically than all this bullshit back and forth. Go round and round, it does nothing. Right, enjoy, look after each other, stay safe, and I'll Catch you later.